Hey class, welcome back. Hope you guys are doing well. This is week 15 of MIS 101 Computer Information Systems Management. It's crazy, this is going to be our last week of actual coursework. Time kind of just flew by. It was just last week where it felt like we were just getting into chapter 2, But anyways, all the good things must come to an end. This week it's going to be our last week. We have one more chapter to get through, all right? And then we have our final the following week, okay? Now, before we go into this week's module, let's briefly go over the final real quick and what to kind of expect. So if you go to the modules, you'll see under Module 3 that we have MIS 101 final, all right? It's going to be a cumulative final. It's going to be chapters 1 through 12, all right? It's going to be kind of an 80-20 split in terms of cumulative. 80% of the questions are going to be from Module 3, which is, chapters 7, 8, 9, 11, and 12. And then the other 20% is just going to be random questions from modules 1 and 2. All right. So it's going to be 100 points, 75 minutes to complete it. And there's going to be 45 multiple choice, true, false, fill in the blank, matching, they all go together. Okay. And the exam date is going to be listed right up here in the red comment annotation section. All right, so based off of your section of this class, that's going to be your exam start date, or exam start time and date. Okay, so this is a very precise date, and these dates that are given, this is given by the actual school itself. So there's no overlap with any of your other classes. All right. There's no overlap. So everyone should be able to take the exam at the appropriate time. Okay. And my exam's not going to take the full 2 hours that, it's going to be allocated. It's just going to take 75 minutes. All right. Anyways, so with that, that's really about it. The same format as those other classes, the other exams that we've done for midterm 1 and 2. Once the exam starts, you have 10 minutes to actually get into the exam. Otherwise, you will be locked. Okay? And if you miss the exam, there's no makeup exam. All right, because I'm turning in grades almost immediately afterwards. Okay, so make sure you're there. From the very first week of class, I emphasize do not schedule anything on finals week. There's no missing the final, and so there's no reason why, right, this late in the game, for anyone to be coming up and saying I'm on vacation that day or anything like that. Okay. If you have accommodations for the exam, go ahead and message me and I'll allocate those accommodations for the exam based off of your SSWD letter. And let's see, what else is there? That's pretty much it, really. It's pretty simple. It's pretty much the same concepts. The same format as the other exams, but worth 100 points. All right. If you have any questions specifically, just let me know. As for studying, review the PowerPoints and the crosswords. That's my best recommendation, to be honest. Okay, now for the last chapter, chapter 12. All right. So chapter 12, go ahead and read the book chapter, okay? Review the PowerPoint. And then we do still have our discussion board this week. Okay. So for this week's discussion board, we have 2 questions. All right. And there's several parts within each question. The more detailed your answer is, the more points you're going to be given. All right. So in the first question, search Google or Bing for the phrase, "What is a business analyst?" Investigate several of the links that you find and answer the following questions. What are the primary job responsibilities of a business analyst? What knowledge do business analysts need? And what skills or personal traits do analysts need? All right. The second question is, Google or Bing, whatever your search engine is, for the phrase system analyst. And, investigate several resources to answer the following questions. What is the primary job responsibilities of a system analyst? What knowledge do system analysts need? Skills and personal traits of system analysts. Would a career as a system analyst be interesting for you? Explain why or why not. And then using your answers to this question and to question 12-2, which is 12-1, which is this one right here. Compare and contrast the differences between a business analyst and a systems analyst. Okay, so this is kind of preparing you guys for what kind of jobs you want out that are out there, and kind of get you the idea of, like I said, what kind of jobs are out there that may interest you, right? I want you guys to start really looking into what's my next step after college, all right? If you're not going straight to work, maybe you're going to graduate school, that's fine. But if you immediately want to go start working, you have to know what path or route you're going to, right? Otherwise, you're just going to be standing there with a degree doing nothing, right? So you have to prepare right now. Know the path that you're going, all right? So it's really important to at least do this research. So this discussion board is kind of like instigating you guys to go and, hey, I'm trying to push you guys to start doing research on what's the next step for after college. All right. Respond to at least 2 other classmates. Post by Sunday, May 15th. All right. 11:59 p.m. And then we have our crossword, and then we also have our quiz. All right. And that's about it. Once you complete chapter 12, the book is done. The class is pretty much over. We just have our final, and, we got through it. All right. I mean, this is the very home stretch. We have 2 more weeks of class. Definitely give it your all. And it was really a pleasure working with everyone. I'm gonna drop an overview video next week as well. But I just do want to mention that it was a real pleasure working with everyone. I got to know a lot of people, learn and mentor some other students, and just in general. Even after this class is over, feel free to always come back and give me an update on how everything's going. And if you guys need a mentor or need some counseling, I'm all ears for you guys. I'll give you my best knowledge and direction of how you guys can move forward. Maybe help guide you what path you guys want to take moving forward. So once I'm a teacher, I'm always going to be your teacher. So never hesitate to reach back. Okay, but I just want to say, I really, really enjoyed this semester, and, I hope to see you guys again. So chapter 12, it's going to be our last chapter, and following week, it's going to be our final. Okay, with that, I will be dropping one more overview video next week, but with that, study hard, and I know everyone will do great. Okay? So with that, I'll see you guys next week. All right. Bye.